in the record. Good evening, everyone. We want to welcome you here to Keep Punching University Call, or Zoom, as we want to call it, tonight on Monday, the 13th of November. We appreciate you joining us. This is a ongoing Monday night session that's been done for over 30 years. My name is Dany Martin. I'm originating it tonight from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We appreciate you guys joining us. We have everyone muted out, so this will stay nice and clean and quiet. We encourage you to take plenty of notes tonight. We will be pulling up a PowerPoint presentation for you to view. If you're old, you can take notes. If you're young, you can take pictures. If you're old, you can take pictures. We don't care what you do. We just want you to get the information down tonight because it's going to be well worth your time. Thanks for joining us. My wife, Debbie, and I have been with the Juice Plus Company for 34 years, and I'm about to introduce to you Nila Mason. Now, Nila has been with the company a little longer than we have, and I want to tell you a little bit about her because she has become a great friend over the years. Had the pleasure of, visiting her great city and spending time with her there. And it's just been a great relationship that we've had, Debbie and I have had with Nila over the years. Nila resides in Kansas City, Missouri. She's been with the Juice Plus Company for 35 years. She holds a Bachelor of Arts degree in English, and she actually taught high school English for about 10 years. Besides that, she holds a master's degree in social work. And for 6 years, she worked in Washington, D.C. with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, which I find very interesting. And Nila received top honors there. In fact, at one point, she was recognized nationally as who's who of American women. So there's a lot of accolades to go around for Nila and her background and what she's been able to do and accomplish. She's traveled extensively throughout North America, Puerto Rico, Europe, and doing lectures and trainings and teaching. And I guess her teaching background comes out when she does that. She even traveled personally with Dr. Smokey Santillo on several occasions on some of these trips. And as you may or may not know, Dr. Santillo is the creator of the product Juice Plus. Nila currently is a Presidential Marketing Director Plus with our company. She is a 100 Club member. If you don't know what all that means, it's just the top level in our company worldwide. And she's been honored and awarded on so many different occasions with the company that we would be here another 30 minutes if I started listing all of those. So I'm just going to say there's been a lot of them, and it's a lot for her work and her teachings in the Juice Plus Company. Nila just says this. She says, I'm grateful for the opportunity to inspire others to attain success so they too can enjoy their hopes and dreams. Empowerment to me is her gift. She's created a very strong business worldwide for herself. And not only that, but has helped many others do the same. What does Nila like to do in her spare time, free time? Well, over the years, she's enjoyed traveling, which she still does, sailing, snow skiing, whitewater rafting. She also likes to write poetry, stories, things like that. And she enjoys cooking, entertaining, and being with family. And she likes to say, spoiling her nieces and nephews. Now, speaking of entertaining, Nila to me is just the ultimate host. As I said, I've had the pleasure of traveling to Kansas City to work with her. My wife, Debbie, has had that pleasure as well of traveling, and she just treats you like royalty. If you ever have the chance to visit her city and her hometown, I encourage you to do that. Nila, we welcome you here tonight. Thanks for taking time out and being with us on the Zoom here this evening.
Thank you so much, Dany. I really appreciate your wonderful introduction. It's so fun, and I'm so honored to be on this. Let's see if I can pull up this PowerPoint and give you all some time to go ahead and get your notes or journals or telephones or whatever you need ready, because we're going to go through this. And as you said, we have been friends for a long time, and it's such a pleasure, such an honor to work with Carrie and Mickey Daigle, and of course you and Debbie and Jim Gonsolin and Victoria Schlumberg. I still call her by that name. She was in a Brene Brown class of mine, and she's just a little sweetheart. So been down to the Swamp Stomp boot camp and just all over the place. So it's such an honor to have been asked. So tonight, I really want to share with you about how to attain a qualified business. So it's all about the climb. And when we take a look at what's going on today, I think it will make a whole lot more difference because the timing could not be better really for what we do. When you take a look at heart disease, it's still the #1 health condition today. A person has a heart attack in our country every 43 seconds. And I don't know if you heard, but in the Journal of Clinical Medicine in 2019, the median estimated number of coronary heart disease projected for 2025 is over 62 million people. Are we needed? Absolutely. 1 in 4 military applicants are obese, and it's on the rise in all of the United States. More than half of us live in an unreasonable distance from a grocery store or even a farmer's market. Cancer, oh my gosh, 1.6 million new cases all the time in the US, and over 54 million worldwide cases of Alzheimer's and dementia. 20 million were in men, 35 million in women. And the other evening, I attended a health talk by Laura Dorsey, and she said that Alzheimer's actually starts in your 20s. Amazing. So let's take a look at what else we have to concentrate on. What about income realities today? Well, the top 5 financial issues with our millennials, they have to pay back student loan and the price of real estate, even trying to rent. A lot of them are living with their parents, caring for aging parents sometimes, and needing to save for retirement. In 2022, women still earn 17% less than men on average, and women earn just 82 cents for every dollar a man makes. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that's not the case in our company. It's a level playing field. How about the baby boomers? They have a typical average net worth of a little over 200,000. More than 40% of boomers still have a mortgage on their main home. And 55% of baby boomers plan to continue to work even past age 65. Average Social Security check in America in August, a little over $1,700. So when we're looking at the rising costs today of gas and rent and groceries and utilities and all kinds of things, a lot of people are definitely looking for another income stream. And I don't know if you remember this movie, but Top Gun, you know, wasn't it true? The need for speed. And I think that's true not only in their movie, but also we need to speed up sharing Juice Plus with people that we want to stay healthy. And we also need to introduce the business. And it's so much fun when we can and do. So I don't know if you were in Charlotte or not, but recently our conference hosted Kristen Boss. Now she's a social selling coach, and she is so fascinating because she said in 2020, so the pandemic had started, that was the starter area. A lot of people had to work from home or they were not able physically to go to work. And in 2020, the hobby era came about. So people were starting into various network marketing businesses and companies. Then in 2022, some shakeout happened. Now in 23, when more people are being forced to go back to the workplace, it's a rebuild time. And I'm telling you, in 2024, and we're almost there, the next generation of people who want another side hustle, another side gig, some people call it, I think another income stream, a stable income stream like we have here. So I loved what she had to share, as well as what Jeff Roberti shared. You know, since the pandemic, many like working from home. They just like it with the comfort and flexibility. And what does that mean for our business? The best years are in front of us, and this is the greatest opportunity that we possibly have. So let's take a look at the coach. Unfortunately, he recently passed, but he said, you know what? Individuals play the games, teams win championships. And that's what our business is really all about, creating winning teams, just like the Kansas City Chiefs football game and football team here. Yeah, we've got a strong Patrick Mahomes, our quarterback. And yes, we've got a strong Travis Kelce, our tight end. But, you know, they're not going to win champions in the Super Bowl unless they have the whole team. So let's see what that looks like. The foundation of success in our Juice Plus business looks like this. We sell Juice Plus. If you don't like that word, you can just say share Juice Plus. We sponsor people onto our teams. We duplicate our success, and we lead by example, and everyone pulls the other person up, up, up. So what we want to have is a strong foundation of a lot of qualified businesses. That mountain wouldn't stand up if it didn't have a strong, wide base of qualified businesses at the bottom. So we pull each other up, we teach and share. And where does it all start? And what does it mean to have a qualified business? Well, it begins once a person is a qualified sales coordinator achieving 3,600 paid product volume, or actually PVC. And you can see it's a whole lot easier to get there when you have some team and when you're getting a lot of customers. So just keep in mind, qualified sales coordinator is the starting place. So why even have a qualified business, and how much is that? Well, that's 1,800 purchase volume credit. And why do you want to have that? Well, number one, you get to earn more income. Number two, once you get up there, as you saw on the previous slide, you get a 3% performance bonus, and it really becomes the largest part of your check. It also sets example for your team. When you've got a qualified business, you get recognized. The first time you hit a performance bonus or qualified business, the company awards you $100. Wow, who can't use that today? It's also a requirement for higher promotions, and you get to receive leads, and it's really a marker of success. So I encourage everyone, whether you want to do a little or a lot, at least have a qualified business. So how can I tell if I even have one? Well, I encourage everyone to print out every month your PVC report, and then check on column 4. And I've got that yellow highlighted. And then check on column 5 for any excess. So in this example, what you're going to want to look for, and this person is the senior sales coordinator, but you're going to want to look for people who are qualified sales coordinators and above. And then every month, just do a highlight of anyone with 1,800 PVC or above. And you can see I've done that all the way down. So all of these people are qualified sales coordinators or above. And depending on your promotional position and your structure, you're going to get paid a certain number of levels deep. Now take a look at the very bottom person. Here's a qualified sales coordinator. She's got 1,336 points PVC. Uh-oh, she's not in bonus. But wait, let's take a look at column 5. She's got 888 PVC in excess from the month before in November. So part of that 888 is going to transfer over to her 1,336 she has in December, and she is going to be in bonus. If you take a look at something else, pretty much all the people who have qualified businesses, they have double-digit number of preferred customers, like over in column 6. So it's really, really important. If you can get a qualified business from customers, now you've got a lot of security. Also, another way to look to see if you are close to the 1,800 or have a qualified business, go to your juiceplus.com, and it will show you exactly what you have. And in this example, you have 1,245 points, and it shows you need 555. Well, what's paid for is less than 1,800. 290 is pending. Wow, that's good if everything goes through. So always just keep an eye on it. And, this is a good idea to have more events so that you can get up to having 1,800, being in performance bonus or having a qualified business. Now, how about figuring out what you need? Let's use the example of a trio. It's worth 300 PVC, purchase volume credits. Most people pay on the installment over 4 months. So 4 into 300 is 75. And so when you go to your juiceplus.com, as I said, or your virtual office, and let's say it shows that you've got 1,200 points. When you subtract that from 1,800 with a qualified business, that shows you need 600 more points. Well, let's figure out if you're using the trio, fruit, vegetable, berry as an example, 600 divided by 75 equals 8 trios. Now you know where to go to work and with whom, because that is going to come from your own personal orders, your preferred customer orders, your partner's orders, and your partner plus orders. So how do you attain a qualified business? Well, if you have a minimum of 1,800 paid product volume, as I said, it comes from you, your customers, your partners, and your partner pluses. On the left, you can see an example of the trio. And remember, it's worth 300 points. People pay on the installment. Well, I wonder how many trios I need to have a qualified business if I'm pretty much marketing trios. 75 times 24 is your 1,800. So you'd need 24 trios to have a qualified business. A lot of people are just marketing the quad, or most of the time. And so in this example, on the installment, it shows 105 installment points divided your 420. You need only 18 quads for this example. So you can do the math very simply, and this qualifies you for your 3% performance bonus based on your promotional level and structure, and I'll show you about that in a minute. How about if you're marketing the Shred 10? Well, when you take a look on the right-hand side, the trio, as you already know, is 75 points. We like to sell the complete shakes where people are paying in full, because if they're drinking or eating 2 shakes a day, they're going to go ahead and be paying when the shakes are gone. So we like to just sell them in full amount. So that's going to give you 215 points for the Shred 10. Well, if a partner is sitting at 950, whoa, I wonder how many Shred 10s that person needs. When you divide that, it shows 5 Shred 10s when you're marketing that combo. On the right-hand side, what if you're marketing the quad? That's going to total up to 245 PVC. And so that is going to amount to 4 quad 10s in order to have your qualified business. So the 4-month installment, just keep this in mind, of the capsules feed into your realistic income or reoccurring income, but the paid in full shakes, man, you get paid on those right away. On the left side in the gold, think about this in doing the math. So you can teach your teams 1,800 divided by 215. That person would need about 9 orders of the trios. 1,800 divided by 245, about 8 orders. So quick question, how many Shred 10 events do you want to create for customer orders or potential partner orders? And here's some more ways you can qualify for performance bonus. You can accumulate excess performance bonus volume to a maximum of 1,800 every month. This can, as I showed you before, help you qualify in months to follow if you're a little bit short. So for example, if you have 3,000 performance bonus volume 1 month, the excess 1,200 will carry over to the next month. And again, you can just do the math. Someone who has 5 lines, wow, automatically has a qualified business. And what do I mean by lines? I'll show that to you in a little bit. But if you have 5 separate lines and front line to you, and someone in that line has got a qualified business, that counts so that you're automatically in bonus. This is what I highly recommend. So let's take a look next at something I created. And if you'd like a copy of this, I'll be glad to share it. This is something that I do with monthly after the close of business with serious partners, anyone close to a promotion, close to a club, or they just want more. And so figuring out how to be in performance bonus, I've created a chart with the various fruit and vegetable, the trio, and so forth. With the fruit and vegetable, you get 200 points, 200 purchase product volume. On the installment, what's going to show up on your PVC report is 50. So we call that the duo. The trio you've already seen is 75, and you can follow across. Well, when I am coaching someone to get to the performance level, we start with 1,800. What do they have? This person has 800. So subtracting that, she needs 1,000. Now, depending on what she's marketing, typically she's going to need 20 orders of the duos, a little over 13 orders of trios, and a little over 9 orders with the quad. And you can get up to 1,800 by sharing, omegas. You can share the bars, the complete, or whatever. And then I also go through that with the promote out, but that's another call, another time. Then I have my team, and we're known as the Peak Team. When I do a coaching call, let's say for October, I have them email me their September PVC report and October. I want to compare one month to the next so we can fix and celebrate, catch anything that might be happening. And they tell me how many personal customers they had both months, personal and team total customers, their month-end volume. Were they in bonus? Were they in promote out bonus? How many new frontline partners did they sponsor? What are the new promotions? How many new partners? How many lines? And what events did they host? And how many guests? So we really cover a lot of really great info in a short amount of time. And they can use as many of these sheets as they want. But then we talk about, who do you want to help? So that's where the name goes. This is what he or she has. This is what they need. And then we put a plan together in terms of how many orders, how many Zooms or three-way calls, how many events, what kind of planning session and action and activity do they need. And this is for the promote out. So again, this is something that's been very helpful for my team. So quick question, are you looking down in fear? Are you looking up with courage? You know what? Every mountaintop is within reach. You just got to keep climbing. And it's not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves. Isn't that the truth? So if you want to climb a mountain, there are some gear that you need to have. And one is your why. And I really love what many of my NMD friends and even corporate had shared. Catherine Lee shared, with all of her team, you need to write down 30 whys. Why do you want to do this? And then share it with someone. And you know what? Then when you have kind of a challenging day or week or even month, you go back and look at your whys, and it makes you feel a whole lot better. What about decide? I love what my partner Sean Myers has said. You get to decide what you want to believe, and what you believe determines what you receive in life. Wow, isn't that the truth? How about your route? I love what Wendy Campbell shares and teaches her team, the 5-1-1, where every month you get 5 new customers, you promote one person to Partner Plus, and you take last month's Partner Plus and promote him or her to qualifying sales coordinator. She encourages frontlining one every month. And I love what my dear friend Pete Ward has taught regarding the Pareto principle. One will quit, one will analyze, one will do a little, and one will do a lot. So of the 12 that you bring in during the year, you're going to have 3 really great go-getters, really good producers. And then what about clarity? Courtney Shaw at conference recently said, Juice Plus and our business were created for such a time as this. Wow, what I shared at the beginning, isn't that true? And what about what Kurt Beaver said? You can count the number of seeds in an apple, but only God knows the number of apples in a seed. Whoa, that's wisdom. And so really, when you get right down to it, you might not know who is going to be successful in our business. But if you just keep planting seeds, you too will grow orchards of qualified businesses. And then what about the system? I love what our new CEO, Travis Garza, said recently. Commit to 5 hours of income producing activities per week and stay really focused. And what he mapped out was this: connect with at least 2 new people a day, set up appointments, do a great presentation, follow up, celebrate success and failure, and lead by example. So true. And what about those no's? Travis said, don't worry, no is just on backwards. Doesn't that give you great peace and relief? What about distractions? Wow, I love what Dany Martin has said. There are no excuses, only priorities. And I truly appreciate what Sharon Rankin has taught over the years. Don't tell me what you're going to do, tell me what you've done. And then teamwork. Wow, Jason Dorsey, one of the speakers at conference, says, we truly are better together. And then how about celebrate? Sean, Jennifer, and I on our peak team, we work hard and we play hard. So if you have all of those ingredients, all that gear, you're going to do just great. So what could a qualified business mean to you? And I'm going to have to go really fast. Take a look over on the blue side at the bottom. You must be in performance bonus. If you're a qualified sales coordinator and above, you get paid on 3 generations. If you're a QSC and above, you get paid 4 generations when you have 4 performance bonus lines. And a QNMD and above, you get paid 5 generations, and you need to have 5 PB lines. So what's this look like? Take a look over on the left-hand side. Your performance bonus volume here, you're the top person, and you have sponsored a frontline partner plus with 3 partners, partner plus, you can see. Over on the blue, frontline qualified sales coordinator, that's who you get paid the 3% on. All the partner plus and partner on a little over highlighted in black, that all flows into your own personal. So just take a look at this. We are so different from a lot of different companies, levels versus qualified generations. Some companies only pay a person 3 levels deep, 4 levels, 5 levels. Take a look at us. That computer searches out every single month who is qualified. So the person level 1 did 650 volume. Person 2 did 469. Oh, look, here's a line. The computer found it, 2,800. That's your first generation. You're getting paid on all that. Take a look. Oh, they're going to search for 1,800. There it is, 3,240. Oh, what about the 3rd generation, 2,167? So take a look at that. If you get paid on all 5 generations, that's a total of 23,087 purchase volume credit. So over on the blue again, if you're paid generations 1 through 3, that's a total of over 12,000 volume. 3% of that is $385.68. What if you're paid 4 generations? That includes all of that, and you're going to get paid $528.69. And what if you are paid 5 generations? That's going to be $692.61. So it really pays to teach your team to duplicate and teach to teach. Now, this is something I really am excited about. There's no limit on the lines. You can go as wide as you want. And the computer searches for all the qualifiers. So let's take a look. Some are, 3 levels deep, 4 levels, 5 levels, and so forth. When a person is paid 3 generations in all of these examples, that person's going to get a check for $2,062.86. 4 generations, $23,8077. What about 5 generations, $26,1369? This is what caused me to jump out of my chair when I was brand new 35 years ago. This is just front line of one person. Take a look at line 1. That level 1, that's just going straight down. He or she can go in all directions. you get 3% on all of those tentacles, I call them, all of those, down, down, down. So you could be paid 20, 30,000 just on your 3%. Is that exciting? I don't know about you, but I still want to jump out of my seat. So what's the key? Sponsor wide, build deep. Width creates income, depth creates security. And this is what your club bonuses look like. Once you get to 3 club, you're going to get $300. And your eye can follow all the way down. 100 club, $10,000. So take a look at your PVC report from October. Who do you have who is on your team, a partner who's close to being in bonus? Take a look at that. And this is what you want to do. Just like Cynthia Gomper shared at conference, you want a 3x3 matrix. When you're at the, let's say we're talking about you and you've got a qualified business, you want to frontline 3 people and teach them how to help create and teach and duplicate qualified businesses. Now you have a 12 club. So just take a look. Yes, you make retail profit. Yes, you make performance bonus. Yes, you make commissions. Yes, you get titles. So exciting. And why is this so important? Take a look. You see those red arrows? When you're going for qualifying senior sales coordinator, you need to have 1 performance bonus line. SSC, 2 performance bonus lines. Q&MD, 3 performance bonus lines. NMD, 5 PB lines. IMD, 6. Presidential Marketing Director, 6. Take a look at all this, and PMD plus. So start now, learn because it's going to pay. And then you can also find this sheet. Look way down at the bottom. Qualifying Senior Sales Coordinator. Monthly volume is 5,000. You need to have at least 1 performance bonus line. Take a look at Senior Sales Coordinator, 2. You can see all of that. It reiterates just what I told you. So whichever way looks easier to understand, go ahead and use that one. But also, if you're going to get BIB, performance bonus investment, let's start down at the bottom again. If you're a qualifying senior sales coordinator, you have to really only get 1 performance bonus line. That's the requirement to get 5% extra money on your check that you earned the month before. You need to be earning at least $750. And take a look up. What if you're a Q SSC and you've got 2 PB lines? You're going to earn an extra 15% based on the month before check for a maximum $500. Now follow this up. This is so cool. SSC, if you want the max, have 3 performance bonus lines to get 20%, $750 added to your check. Q&MD, 3 PB lines, $1,000 added to your check. NMD, 5, added an extra 3,000. So fun. And look what they are starting now. Incentives. So we are bringing in frontline people, which all adds to our performance bonus. So what Travis Garza said, you know what? I want you to take the gloves off and imagine what your life could be. Where are you going to be in the next 2 months? What's your life really going to look like in the next 2 years? What about in the next 5 years? It's a new day. And he believes in all of us. So as Dr. Seuss says, oh, the places you will go. Let's imagine together so we may create together where we want to go for ourselves, our families, our partners. You want to come along? We have a lot of fun. This is my peak team, and we have been on boot camps and the Elton Awards and just all kinds of fun spa and resorts, and we just really have a lot of fun. Yes, we play hard and we work hard and we have a lot of fun. Now, I don't know if you know this gentleman or not, but Terry Daigle says, if you want to get out of the hole you're in, stop digging. And what Nila Mason says, it's all about the climb. So, quick question as I close out here. Will you have a qualified business by December 31st of this year? How many partners on your team will have a qualified business by December 31st. Why is that important to you? Why would it be important to them? And who are you going to tell? So where is this all leading? A brand new announcement. Travis Garza said, we've got a Rhythm 2024 coming on. It's going to be launched early January, and there are going to be prizes, recognition monthly and quarterly. And it's based on tiers and club count range. And the award, a magnificent trip in 2025. So I don't know about you, but how about if we get in rhythm now? I encourage all of you, frontline someone, get that person up to partner plus, then the next month up to qualified sales coordinator. So starting January 1, you know how to get person up and running. They know how to help get themselves in bonus, and it's going to be a win-win. I love it. It's all about the climb, and you can do it. So thank you, Dany, for inviting me. I really appreciate all of you, and I'll turn it back to you.
All right, Nila, thank you so much. That was incredible. You know, so important for a couple of reasons on this performance bonus. One, the company focuses on it, you know, and they're going to continue to focus on it moving forward in the future. And it's just bottom line, you're not leaving any money on the table. You know, you're getting everything that's due to you that the company's put out there and willing to do. And now in a very good fashion that you presented that, I can always tell the teacher comes out, felt like you could have been at a chalkboard, you know, writing that out. But we want to thank you so much for that. It was a very good presentation. I know everyone got a lot out of it. And with that, we're going to end the Zoom here with the recording.